Matt Bernier taking a look at the opening day late pick 4 sequence at Kentucky Downs on September the 1st. Races 7 through 10, all stakes action. And we know that Kentucky Downs is player friendly, low takeout rates. Well, guess what? If you happen to be a DRF Bets member, and you can sign up to be one if you aren't already, but if you are, you're looking at a 0% takeout late pick 4 sequence. Again, races 7 through 10, only for DRF Bets members. 0% takeout. You got plenty of time to sign up for a DRF Bets account if you haven't already. Take advantage of this tremendous offer and this opportunity at Kentucky Downs on opening day. We're going to go over this sequence with Ticketmaker, and I will be upfront with you and say it's a bear of a sequence, so I can understand if this ticket that I put together, or this play anyway with Ticketmaker, a little bit too heavy for some people. Guess what? The beautiful thing is, trim, cut, do what you need to do, but you need to be taking advantage. Again, 0% takeout if you play this pick 4 sequence at Kentucky Downs with DRF Bets. Race number 7, it is the One Dreamer fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, mile and 70 yards. I'm using 5 horses, 3 of them as A's, 2 of them as B's. The A's, the 3, the 4, and the 11. The 3 is Dubara, the 4 is I Remember Mama. They both come out of the Ellis Park turf. They ran 2nd and 3rd. I think they have a little bit of tactical speed. I think they can go a long way at Kentucky Downs, and I think they're both coming into this in very, very good form. I'll also use the 11 horse for Shug McGahee on leave. Now, normally, I'm always against on leave, but I think there's a real scenario with the blinkers going on for Shug here. Maybe that's what she's needed to put it all together. And if you believe that she just needs one little piece to kind of put her over the edge, she has all the speed figures, she has all the class, all the running lines. If the blinkers are the thing that puts her over the top, I would feel foolish if I didn't have her. She is going to be my 3rd A in the sequence. As far as the B's are concerned, or the C's, excuse me, because the way that I've approached this, because I have so many horses in here, again, I'm not proud to admit it, but again, the beautiful thing is you as a handicapper, you can go through and make changes. I'm only using A's and C's for this Ticketmaker play. There will be no B's for me. The 2 C's in here, the 10, English Affair, the 12, Last Promise Kept. Interested in Last Promise Kept because of the success at Kentucky Downs already, 1 for 1, and the 10 horse, English Affair. I just think she might be coming into it in good form here for Rusty Arnold. So there you have it, the 5 horses that I will use in different forms here in the opening leg of this all stakes pick 4, 0% takeout if you play on DRF Bets. Race number 8 is the Tourist Mile, $750,000 the purse. You can find the expanded stakes preview over on video.drf.com or the Daily Racing Forms YouTube channel. I'm going to use 4 horses, only 1 A in this spot though, and I think he's the best horse in the race. The number 1, Mr. Misunderstood, goes out for Brad Cox, Laurent Giroux. Situation where this horse has some versatility. He can be forward, he can come from farther off of it. How he takes to Kentucky Downs, we'll find out, but I think he's the best horse in the race. He's the only A for me. 3 C's, the 2, the 7, and the 8. The 2 has had success, Master Marion, at Kentucky Downs. I think that's an important piece to bring into this. Coming off a little bit of a layoff, I haven't seen him since Royal Ascot, but again, he fits in here on his best day. And then the 7 and the 8 horse. The 7 is Krampus. I think Krampus is a nice horse for Bill Mott. I'm not entirely sure what kind of running style you're going to get from him here off of this kind of layoff, but I think he's coming into it in good form. And then the 8 horse, Bound for Nowhere. The question really is distance. Does he want to stretch out? Because talent-wise, we know it's there, as evidenced by that run 2 starts back in the Shakertown, where he earned a 107 buyer, and even most recently beaten less than a length in the Group 1 Diamond Jubilee over at Royal Ascot. Let's move on to race number 9. Now we get into the 2-year-old action, and this is really where the tickets go woof. You can blow them up because you can go a number of different ways in here. Race number 9 is the Kentucky Downs Juvenile, $400,000 the purse. I'm using 6 horses, 3 A's, 3 C's. My A's, the 3, the 4, and the 6. The 3 is good for Todd Pletcher. Ran a good 3rd, in, no pun intended, in the Skidmore most recently at Saratoga. That was first-time turf. Second start off the bench here, Flo aboard. I would expect a forward move here. I would also expect, hopefully not so far back early on in the running. The 4 All-American Hero, trying turf for the first time, got taken off of the turf in the career debut up at Saratoga. Still a maiden, but you see the pedigree. This one is by hard spun out of a Seeking the Gold mare. The important piece there, this one is a half to giant payday. I think the turf is going to be this one's friend, going to be to this one's liking, Julian Leperoux with the mount. And I think the number 6 Tracksmith for Joe Sharp. Thought that was a good debut. Came out there, won by almost 2 lengths. I liked how fast this one came home. And you look at the pedigree at face value, you would think additional distance would be this one's friend. 3, 4, 6 are A's for me. The C's in this spot, the 1, Jay's Solitude. I thought this one was interesting enough. I thought the debut was fine, nothing spectacular, but I like that this one is a half to Ancient Secret, and you can see that that he is by a Fleet Alex. Perhaps additional distance helps. And then I'll also use the 10 and the 11. The 10 should be a very, very big price. A maiden through 4 lifetime starts. That's Mr. Zedico. I thought the run 2 starts back at Ellis Park, though, was strong, and it felt like that most recent start. Get a race under his belt. Maybe you get a forward move here. He's going to be a giant price if he can actually going to be looking at a nice score. And then the 11-horse Pole Setter. Pole Setter for Brad Cox. The Dam, she won the Spinaway as a 2-year-old. She has thrown some nice turf movers at this point, and this one broke the maiden in the career debut at Ellis on August the 5th with a 60 buyer. I think he makes a lot of sense in here. So again, 3 A's for me, 3 C's for me in race number 9. And if we are alive, fingers crossed, if you play on DRF Bets, you're going to be alive for a good score no matter what with 0% takeout. Race number 10 is the Exacta Systems Juvenile Fillies. Again, $400,000 the purse, a mile on the turf course, 3 A's, 3 C's for me. I'm going to go 2, 3, 7 as A's, 8, 9, 10 as C's. The A's, the 2 Road Tiger, first time Lasix for Kenny McPeak. Looked very good breaking the maiden most recently. That was back on July the 7th at Ellis Park. I like that she came home in a pretty good come home time, final quarter of a mile in 23:47. I think she can build upon that. The 3 Two Shakes. We know what Wesley Ward's capable of, particularly at a track like this at Kentucky Downs. Broke the maiden in the career debut, earned a 70 buyer. She is a full sister to Sunset Glow, who was a graded stakes winner. We know what she was capable of on her best day. And the 7 Miss Technicality for Christophe Clement. First time out, broke the maiden with Joel Rosario aboard. Now you get Julian Leperoux. She is a half to Stays in Vegas, a graded stakes winner out on the West Coast. So plenty of pedigree in this spot. Those are the 3 A's that I'm using. And the C's, 8, 9, and 10, all of them breaking toward the outside. The number 8, Lights, Camera, Action. Another one in here from McPeak. First time Lasix, forwardly placed in the most recent race. That was the one where she finally broke through in career start number 4. The number 9 horse in here, Sexyama. I think this is just, again, a bit of a flyer in here. I think the stretch out in distance will help this one. She is a daughter of Cairo Prince. She is out of a Royal Academy mare, so you would imagine additional distance won't be an issue for her, and I thought she was just finally hitting her best stride in the later stages of that run. And then the 10 Noble Love for Brett Calhoun. This is a horse, again, broke the maiden most recently, 5.5 furlongs on turf, now has to stretch out to 2 turns, has to stretch out to a mile. I think this is just an interesting spot. And again, if you're using backups, the point of the backups, hopefully, to try to catch something, try to catch a price. A couple of these will be numbers in here, will be nice prices. Again, I realize this ticket, we can take a look at it one more time. This is probably a little bit deep for some of you. I think if you play it just basic like that, I want to say it's right around $90, but it's not the most efficient sort of allotment of money. And again, you as a handicapper, if you have stronger opinions, go in there. Make a couple horses, single A's, or maybe you want to move just a handful of them to B's, something along those lines. You can play a number of different ways in here. It's going to be a great bet no matter what, but specifically if you play with DRF Bets, because it's a 0% takeout late pick 4 sequence, opening day at Kentucky Downs. The sequence, races 7 through 10, all stakes races. It kicks off with the One Dreamer for fillies and mares going 1 mile and 70 yards. Schedule post time for race number 7 is 4:52 Central. Again, if you don't have a DRF Bets account, head on over to drf.com/bet and you see what all the latest sort of offers are for you over there. Sign up for a new DRF Bets account if you don't already have one, and if you do, you're ready to go. 0% takeout for this pick 4 sequence, all stakes action. Schedule post time one more time for race number 7 at Kentucky Downs on September the 1st is 4:52 Central. Good luck.